Class, I'm Dr. Scott Hunt. I am the professor for EL5123 Diverse Learners. I want to take a quick opportunity to share some information with you, give you a little bit of background information on myself, and walk through the course menu items with you today. As I said, Dr. Scott Hunt, I am the adjunct faculty professor for this course. This is my 33rd year in the field of education. I am currently the executive director for field relations at the Ohio Department of Education. I've been in that role for the last 3 years. I've also been a professor for ACE for 3 years. Prior to my time at the department, I was a former school superintendent. I did that role for 6 years. I've been a director of college and career readiness, a middle school principal for 5 years, a high school assistant principal for 5 years, and a high school counselor for 4 years. I also spent some time, about 8 years, teaching a variety of classes at each of the levels, elementary, middle, and high school. Hopefully, my experiences and background will provide you with some insight as you move into the course over the next 5 weeks. So the first thing I want to point out to you is the course syllabus, and I want to talk just a little bit up front about late work and extenuating circumstances. I am as flexible as necessary when it comes to extenuating circumstances in the event that you might need additional time to complete an assignment. But I do want to point out that it's very important that you're able to follow the calendar in terms of when you submitted assignments, because each week you should have all of your work in and submitted on time so that I can begin the grading process. There is a 10% deduction for late work, and that deduction is automatic based on that calendar. So I would just point out that if you have an extenuating circumstance, I can be as flexible as necessary within the framework of the course to allow you time to make sure that your submissions are posted. So as we talk about the menu, one of the most important features that I find is that there is a calendar function, and that calendar function will allow for you as the student to really follow and track along with due dates and when those due dates for your assignments in the discussion boards are due. And so you'll see the calendar for this course, in which the dates for the course are in May. So I would point out to you, not only look at the dates, look at what is due, and look at the times that they are due. Very important. One of the things that you will find helpful, I believe, are the announcements. Please be sure to read those announcements carefully. I do put information specific to how you should submit work, what particular assignment pieces are important. Those are also in the announcements. I would encourage you to definitely read those first 4 announcements in terms of the welcome, all the way into grading and feedback. You're going to start off the course with the Getting to Know You discussion board. I'm going to encourage everyone to submit in that discussion board. I've already done so that there's some information about me and my thoughts on diverse learners. You will also notice that there are weekly discussions that you will submit responses to. And again, read through those carefully. There are also assignments that you will be required to submit, and I would encourage you, again, to read through all of the module assignments in terms of your analysis, application, and reflection papers. And the other important critical piece of the menu item is the gradebook. So obviously at this point in time, the gradebook is blank, but I would encourage you to check on the student view for you your grades. I do post grades in the gradebook weekly, and I do have an announcement specific to grading and feedback that I think will be helpful to you as you navigate through the course. I think the last item I want to share with you is the Instructor Studio. And in the Instructor Studio, I would just want to point out my contact information. I would encourage you strongly when you reach out for contact to use the Canvas inbox. That inbox alerts me directly when I get a message, and I try to respond in a very timely manner. You may also use the ACE email address listed here, and if absolutely necessary, you could text or call my cell. So with that, again, I would encourage you to review the menu items, look at the announcements, and if you do have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to working with you this 5 weeks, and I wish you the best of luck.